Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2000 points, Khorne Daemons versus Orks. Alright, so welcome to this 2000 points game. I'm going to run through the Ork list here. Just before I do, I mention the patrons at gold level. So that is Andrew Swan, Bob Along Boy, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Nathan Scrizuti, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Ray Cross and Will Wright. So big thanks to them for their support at gold level. So get the names shouted out at the start of our battle reports, and also Patreon dice being used at some point in the game as well, just to get our gold level patrons involved in our games. Then I'll call out the names at silver level at the end of the video, and you can check out the end credits of all the patrons, including those supporting at bronze, and all the proceeds on the Patreon page go directly to my War Games Club SSWG. So the Orks here, it's two detachments, a battalion detachment, and then also a spearhead, just to gain some of the bonuses here for the spearhead detachment. So the battalion, the bulk of the force is Goths, so that's going to be sixes, popping extra attacks in close combat. A number of HQ choices here. I've taken 3 for the battalion. So Gut Ripper, first of all, the Warlord. So brutal but cunning, +1 damage on the charge for his weapon. As if he charges, was charged, or performs a heroic intervention, he can reroll all of his hits as well. Then giving him a relic, the Killer Claw, so that's rerolling his wounds, and there's no -1 to the hit rolls either for him. And that Killer Claw relic, it's a straight 3 damage, and then combined with the Warlord trait on the charge, or if he is charged or performs a heroic intervention, it'll actually be 4 damage available for Gut Ripper. So nasty enough. I've also paid a command point to make him the biggest boss, so he's getting an extra attack, an extra wound, and a 4+ invuln save for him. Second HQ choice is the Weird Boy. I've upgraded him to Weird Boy Warphead. 2 powers being taken, Warpath and Fists of Gork. Then the third HQ choice is a War Boss on a bike. That's taken from the Imperial Armor book. Relic is the Lucky Stick. So reroll hits and wounds, and that applies to characters within 6 inches of him as well. Then onto troops, 3 units of 10 Ork boys. Each knob for the squad carries a big chopper. They're all mechanised too, they're inside trucks with big shooters. Then just sticking to the battalion here, for heavy support, it is the Bonebreaker battle wagon with 3 big shooters. That paid the points for the Death Roller there, modelled on the front. Grot Riggers as well, and a Kill Cannon. And I've paid the points to give it an upgrade as well. It's Fortress, so 3+ armor save and a 5+ invuln save as well. I've taken Mega Knobs, Elite's Choice, 4 of them. There's Killsaw Car with the 2 Killsaws. The rest are equipped with the custom shooters and power claws for them. So that's the battalion. There's one other model to add in. It's the Painball here. I want him in the battalion so he can benefit the models from that detachment. So I'm going to go for a different clan, a customized clan here for the Spearhead. So then for the Spearhead, the HQ choice is the big mech with the custom force field. Then I've taken 2 elites, 2 units of tank busters. They're mechanized inside trucks with a single big shooter for each of them. Units of 8. There's a bomb squig in one of those squads, and they're all carrying the rocket launchers. Now the subculture for the Spearhead detachment is Boom Boys. So rockets get +1 strength and an extra AP -1 as well. So their rockets, for example, coming for AP -3 and strength 9, just to take advantage of those upgrades. I've got 2 Death Copters as well, just individual units with the Copter rockets. And then finally, for the Spearhead, 3 heavy supports required. So 2 models in this unit here of the mech guns, and then 2 singles just to fulfill the 3 slots, all with the custom mega cannons, and there's their Grot crew with them as well. With all the points being spent for the detachment, extra relic and so on, I've got 5 command points available here for the Orks. So that's the list for the Orks here. It's good to crack them out again and see them fighting a bit earlier in the league than last time. We left them till the very end, but this time I'm going to get going with the Orks here. Despite their older codex, we'll give them a go and see how well they do against Tom's force. We'll take a look now and see what Tom Covey has in his army. Right, so 2,000 points of Khorne Demons. I think Tom's been working on some new units and tweaking the list here. It's good to see them back early on in the league as they take on the Orks. We haven't seen this combination before, so it'll be fascinating to see how well these 2 very close combat-based armies get on in the game. We'll let Tom run through his Khorne Demons list.
Okay, so 2,000 points of Khorne Demons Day. I have a battalion detachment and a patrol detachment. The patrol detachment contains Uraka the Fiend, here, which is a Forge World Demon Prince, and a Demon Prince with wings. I've paid for an extra relic for the Demon Prince to give him the Agrath King of Blades, which is a -4 AP 3 damage power sword. And then there is a squad of 20 bloodletters that I have given them the banner of the 3d6 banner of blood, I think it's called. Okay, so for the battalion detachment, I've got 3 bloodthirsters. I've got a bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury, I've got a bloodthirster of Insensate Rage, and I've got Scarbrand. I've paid a CP on both of the standard bloodthirsters to give them Exalted. The orange dice next to them are what I got. So for the Insensate Rage, I got Unrivaled Battlelust, which gives him +2 to his charge, and a 6-inch Heroic Intervention. And he also got number 4, which was Slaughterborn, which gives him an additional strength and additional attack on the charge, as well as that stacks with his Unstoppable Ferocity rule. Then I've paid 2 CP to put him in Deep Strike. I've paid to put Scarbrand in Deep Strike as well for 2 CP. And then the Unfettered Fury Bloodthirster, I have paid for Exalted. He's got Arch Murderer, which isn't particularly good, but I rolled for these randomly, which was add 1 to the damage characteristics of his weapon. And then he's also got Rage Unchained, which means that he counts as having double wounds. I've also paid for the Armour of Scorn on the Insensate Rage Bloodthirster, just to mention that, which gives him a 4+ invulnerable save. And he's also my Warlord as well. And I've given the Unfettered Fury Bloodthirster, I stand corrected, sorry, the Unfettered Fury Bloodthirster is my Warlord, and he has the Oblivious to Pain Warlord trait. Then I've got 3 basic squads of Bloodletters. The new edition, one of the viewers said to give them a go, so I thought I'd try them out this time, was Fleshhounds. I've got 9 Fleshhounds. Normally they're pretty good movement, 2 wounds each, and they can help to deny psychic powers as well. And then last but not least, I have a squad of 6 Blood Crushers, and they also have the Banner of Blood for a 3d6 charge as well. But that's it, 2,000 points of Khorne Demons.
And you're left with
1 CP.
1 CP.
Yeah,
okay.
Which is 1 more than my last game.
So that's Tom's list here. A lot of points being spent pre-game. Similar to the Orks, they've spent a lot of their points as well. They've only got 5 left at the start of the battle as well. But it's a common thing now we're seeing for 9th edition. A lot of players spending their command points pre-game just to give as much bonuses to their army as possible. That is the 2 armies. We'll go on to scenario and deployment now for this battle. Alright, so we have a scenario here for this battle. It's randomly determined. The 9th mission here for Grand Tournament 2020. Priority target is the name of the mission. So deployment zone is looking like so. There's 5 objectives, 1 dead center, and then 1 in the corner in each corner of this box here. Orks have selected this corner of the table for their deployment, and then Tom's deployment here for his Khorne Demons. Over in this corner, the 5 objectives. They've been moved slightly. You have to pre-game move these objectives around. So this one that was here is shifted across. It's this one here that has been dragged across by Tom, and the Orks have nominated that as their priority objective. There's the central objective just down below there. This one, the Orks have dragged closer towards their deployment zone, and then Tom's pulled his further back as well, and that is his priority objective for him. For primary objectives here, the control of 1 or more objective markers is worth 5 points at the start of the command phase, 2 or more is worth another 5 points, and then if you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 5 points on top of that. The secondary for this mission is priority targets. 3 victory points available if you control either of the priority objective markers at the end of your turn. So if Orks successfully manage to hold this one into the turn, they get 5 points, or 3 points. If you control both, it's worth 5 points at the end of the turn. So that will be your home objective and then the opponent's as well. But we'll go on to choice of secondaries next here for this mission. Alright, so secondaries have been chosen by both sides. Tom's gone for priority targets. Both of us have actually taken that one, so that's the control of the home objective and going after the opponent's objective as well. Orks have gone for assassinate. Plenty of characters, some of them very, very tough, but lots of options there. And I've gone for engage in all fronts as well, so the control of table quarters, picking up points for that as well. It's not even the control of table quarters, it's just having units in table quarters to pick up points for that. Tom's taken priority targets. Deploy scramblers, one of his favourites here, so that can be fulfilled in stages throughout the game. And you can get 15. You just get 15 points for
10 points.
10 points for fulfilling that one.
I've got 4 units that can't shoot.
So they may as well, yes. Okay.
They might as well do something like that.
And Tom's gone for engage in all fronts as well, so the control of table quarters. That secondary is chosen for both sides. We'll now start alternating placing units on the board. Right, so the battle map that we're using in this game is by GameMat.eu. One of our favourite ones, this one, the urban map here. Some of the terrain that we're using as well is from GameMat.eu as well. So the pre-painted industrial terrain set being used. So we simply drop that down, add in some stones and scatter in some other terrain just to blend the whole thing in. But you can check out GameMat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and pre-painted terrain available from them as well. Okay, so deployment is complete for both sides. So Ork deployment like so, filling up much of their deployment zone, parking up behind this obscuring terrain. So this is a ruin, going to play that as obscuring terrain, just call this out now. There's another one across just here where Tom's making good use of that. We're going to play these type buildings as Munitorum armoured containers, same with those as well, and there's some AdMech terrain across the board as well, the usual rules for that, -1 for shooting through it. And there's a few obstacles scattered around the table as well. So Orks deploying their mech guns across here, and then Napoleon Git Smasher is just tucked in there just to provide protection with a custom force field, which is almost redundant here because Tom's got virtually no shooting.
Yeah, I've got two things that can shoot. One's Scarbrand's Flamer, and the other one is the Whip.
Yeah, so not too much here. One Deathcopter at the back, unit of Ork Boys inside here, Zogs on the right hand side, another unit of Ork Boys, another unit of Ork Boys, just parked up behind this building, engines on idle, getting ready to move around, just waiting for the traffic lights to change. then Tank Busters here, and then Gut Ripper inside this transfer. I'll just put the model on there, like so. It's his usual spot in command inside the vehicle. He's been joined by the Mega Knobs, the Weird Boy Warphead, and the Pain Boy as well. And there's a Deathcopter just tucked on that corner. So Orcs brace themselves. We've got to prepare for deep striking demons to arrive. So Orcs need to be ready for that when it comes. So around the other side, lots of red here on the board. So multiple units of Bloodletters, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The Flesh Hounds. Deploying behind the building. Araka the Fiend next to them. Blood Crushers here at the back. Demon Prince near the front. And then Tom has multiple units in reserve. So 1 unit of Bloodletters, the 2 Bloodthirsters in reserve, and then Scarbrand in reserve as well. Deep striking in turn 2 onwards. So almost ready to start the game. Just to mention, we're running a competition once again. So one of the badges available from KOYO Games. The link for them is in the video description below. They do Warhammer collectible pin badges and other things available from them as well. So mystery pin badge. All you have to do is like the video, leave a comment, and you'll be automatically entered in. We'll let the video run for about a week, and then we'll select someone in the comment section to receive this badge, or post it to you wherever you are in the world. It could be any of these badges here. It could even be the golden double-headed eagle from them. And then also the objective markers are available. The link for them in the comment section. It'll take you to the eBay store, posting those all over the world. At 40mm in size, sets of 6, so perfect for your games of 40k. And we'll add in one of the stickers as well to your order. But we're about to start here. So I've got my trusty Xenos dice.
I think they should be banned for this game.
Tom has his Forge Bane / Demon dice. You can use a Patronic dice if you wish.
No, not yet.
Not yet. It's going to save them. I'm going to save them as well. So
I'll go first because I'm an angry guy.
Let's see. You maybe want to go first. We'll see if we can match it with the Ripper. Close, but no. Okay. So that means that Tom must go first. Khorne Demons will begin this fight, and we'll go on to their first turn coming up next. All right, so movement is complete here. Tom's saying he's just biding his time. His turn 2 will be crucial when the deep strikers decide to arrive. I'll deploy scramblers, starting to fulfill that secondary of those. This hasn't moved then?
Nope.
No move.
It's moved a tiny bit, like a movement. But
yeah, but it's making use of this terrain here, just natural line of sight blocking, and also using the ruin here to hide units. There has been a bit of movement around Tom's left-hand flank. We'll just check that out. So the Flesh Hound's moving through, and then this is a 9-wound model here, the Fiend, moving up, so he's protected. He can be seen by the Orcs, but the Hounds there, Tom's positioned them in a way sneakily where they can't be seen by pretty much everything the Orcs have at this point. Orcs are going to have to move to try and find those by line of sight. We'll see, but as the current setup is that Tom's done, none of my guns can see those Hounds. So movement's complete, no charges to take place here. No shooting, so the turn is finished. A very, very quick turn 1 indeed. Turn 2 will be the time to look out for trouble here. We'll go on to turn 1 for the Orks. I think the Orks need to do preparation of their own here. We know these demons are going to deep strike, so Orks need to circle the wagons as best as they can. Turn 1 for the Orks coming up next. Okay, movement for the Orks is complete here. Just trying to prepare our line as much as we can for the deep strikers coming in. So trucks have moved out here. We've pushed the wagons to the outer perimeter. One here, here, and then one across the other side. They still have the Ork boys inside for now. Zog's pulled back. The guns have pulled back. Just aware of Tom maybe charging in, destroying targets, and then moving on. So just trying to create a bit of a safe zone here, if that's possible. Deathcopter's moved around. It's in range and has line of sight to the flesh hounds. It'll be difficult to hit them though. And then 10 inches, just paying 2 inches for the obstacle, moving across there with the bone breaker, anticipating trouble. And the 2 units of tank busters moving out, sort of spreading out here and awaiting the deep striking demons. One Deathcopter hiding behind the building here. That's movement done for the Orks. No psychic phase for them at all. The weird boy is still inside the shuttle bus, the bone breaker battle wagon, and so we'll go on to the shooting phase. A little bit of firepower from the Orks coming up next. So I'm going to fire 2 shots into the hounds here. It's -1 through the ruins, or the terrain, so it's going to be 6s. And we have missed, and that's it from him. We'll fire at the same target with here. It's a big shooter. Again, it's going to be 6s. Missed. This is going rather quickly here. We'll see what kind of line of sight this one has. Yeah, let's go after the hounds with this one. They can see. And hit this time. We'll just sort of see what we're line of sight here. Yeah, 2 5s have hit. There's no -1 there. There's an area where they can see just straight through. So 2 hits coming through. And a wound comes through. No minus at all.
Strength 5?
Yeah, yes, that's right. Yeah, strength 5.
So just a 5 up. Okay.
And passed. Okay. Can do the big shooters from here next. There's 3 of them, so we're going to get 9 shots. And they will need 5s. This is against the flesh hounds. So a hit pops an extra shot, which actually hits as well. A wound comes through, and a 5+ invuln save. No, so a wound taken. This one I can see the hounds, but it has to go through the -1 terrain, so 6s. It's missed, and really that's about it. No line of sight with the Deathcopter. These 2 will check their line of sight and range here. Okay, yeah, they do have line of sight across in this direction. One of them can see through to the Blood Crushers, so missed. And then the yellow truck can see through. The looted Imperial Fist Rhino can see through to the Blood Letters, fire into them. A hit, and no wound. And that,
this is an eventful turn 1.
Yes, the least eventful turn 1 I think for a long, long time. That's it for the Orks. No charges. The turn is over. So that marks the end of the turn. We're going to try and keep track of points for you at the end of every turn, every player turn, just to give you a better idea of what's going on. Tom's picked up 3 for the control of his home objective.
And you've got 5.
Oh, we've got 5, yeah. 2 for engaging all fronts. So we shifted this truck into the other table quarter, so control 3, and then also the 3 points for holding on to this objective here. So 5 points to 3 at this stage. So we'll go on to turn 2 now for the Khorne Demons. You can expect a very different turn coming up next, as perhaps the demons start to materialise here out of the warp. We'll see what happens. We'll go on to Tom's turn 2 next for his Khorne Demons. We are on turn 2 here for Tom. Points picked up for primaries. Control of
just 5 points.
5 points picked up.
I only hold 1. I was trying to be a bit more conservative because I don't have very good survivability.
Against, yeah, there's a lot of firepower here for the Orks. They're quite heavy on firepower, so Tom trying to conserve the strength of his units here by hiding them away on turn 1. Just measuring up here to see what units can make it in on the ground, and then obviously bringing in the deep strikers after that. But taking his time, because this is an important turn here, to see how effectively he can break into the Ork position. Orks have pushed the trucks out. This is the problem, and so he's going to try and deal with those and try and push in and break in after that. All right, movement's done. Tom's been persuaded to bring his army in force onto the table here. There's a conundrum here, whether to keep these off the board and be cautious with them for a while longer, or to commit to the fight entirely. And that's what Tom's done here, is brought all of the units on, apart from one unit of Bloodletters.
Yeah.
It's going to remain in reserve.
I've got a few problems, and it's mainly because
Terrain.
every single, terrain and things, I'm getting -2 to charge. Can't go through the scalable terrain with them, or I have to pay to fly up and over. So near enough every Bloodthirster bar this one cannot charge. So that's why I didn't really want to bring them in. But
it's trying to overwhelm the Orks with too many targets. Saturation. Saturation of targets here. Okay. The other units have moved up. I think your forces on foot would have been disappointed if they weren't joined by the larger demon models. So all three have turned up here. So Bloodthirster on this flank here. Double squad. This is the large unit of 20 Bloodletters moving on to the objective. The Fleshhounds have moved forwards and claimed the central objective. The Fiend just behind them. Then the Blood Crushers moving through as well. Scarbrand's just the other side of the Admech train. We'll go around the other side of the table and you can see the position of the Khorne Demons on the other side of the board. So Scarbrand just there. Then the other Bloodthirster, Bloodletters, the Demon Prince as well. So this is a vast amount of demons heading straight towards the Orks. And the idea is that the Orks can't deal with all of them, and Tom will be able to make it into combat. Some this turn, and hopefully a number of units next turn as well. And then one unit of Bloodletters at the back, holding on to the home objective, which is just in there. So that is movement done. Firepower, any?
Not that I want to use, no.
Okay, so we'll go.
I've got one. Uraka the Fiend can fire his axe, but I don't want to weaken the vehicle.
Right, in which case we'll go on to charges next. So 5 points picked up for primaries here at this point. So Tom's back in the lead again. We'll go on to charges. We'll see which ones make it in. I don't think the Orcs really going to have any kind of overwatch here if it's trucks he's going after. So
yeah, the dogs will go into the truck.
Okay, here it comes. Should be able to make this charge. Sorry. Snake eyes, I'll not say that again.
They're within the range of characters, so they get to reroll.
Right, so they should be able to make this. Made it on a 7. Made it on a 7. In they go. Okay, charge has gone ahead. Hounds have gone in. I think Tom's planned to wrap around the vehicle here and destroy it, so that'll cause trouble, potentially for the Orc boys inside.
I don't actually want to destroy it.
I just want to bog it down.
Then I'll take the objective off you.
Yes, right.
And
stop them from getting out.
You from falling away. Or you have to spend CP to get away, and then you have a chance of blowing up. Or just being destroyed. So.
Okay.
So next up is going to be the Bloodthirster. So he rolled a 6 on Exalted, which gives him +2 to his charge. I'm -2 to my charge because of the barricade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is no minus. Just Tom's unit can fly, so he's going to ignore it.
So it's just particularly the difficult ground that in the rules it says I can ignore it. If it was any other terrain, then I'd have to pay the movement to do it. So I'm 9 inches away, obviously I have to be, and then +2, so it's a 7-inch charge.
I'm not going to say anything. You just I'm not. No, you just roll the dice.
Okay, I'll re-roll it.
God, he's not gone ahead.
Yeah, this is.
That should have gone ahead really on a re-roll, but it hasn't.
This is Khorne. That's everything I've got. So just cover these.
Anybody else? No other charges?
No,
okay, just nothing. The hounds have gone in. So a statement's been made here by the Khorne Daemons. They've landed and pushed forwards, presenting themselves here to the Orcs. One unit going in. We'll see if Tom can... We'll let him pile in, first of all, and then he can make his attacks against the Orc truck. All right, here come the attacks. Tom switching to the Imperial Fist dice, just because there's more of them, I think. So he's wondering if he can actually break the transport open here.
I don't particularly want to. I've made sure that I've stayed within 8 inches of Scarbrand.
Mm-hmm.
But that means they get +1 attack each. So they're 3 attacks each.
This is the debut for this unit.
It certainly is, and they are hitting on 3s.
Looking good.
Rack of the Fiend gives me reroll 1s. I don't want to hit too many times here.
5s to wound.
5s to wound. Oh, good.
Oh, yeah, not many.
No, that's good. I'm happy about that.
Okay. Tom's happy he's not done well. That's a first, isn't it? And then minus?
-1.
Right, 5s. I blocked one for you as well. So two damage taken on the truck. Yeah, okay, turn is finished, so Orc truck not destroyed, but it's been wrapped here by the hounds, and the turn finishes there. So 5 points picked up for holding on to primary objectives, another 3 this turn for holding on to the home objective as well, the priority target. And anything else?
Is the priority target end of battle round?
End of battle round, yes, sorry. And that will come in at the end of the turn. Tom.
It's just because at the minute I've got your one there as well.
Ah, yes, you have. Yes, very true. And then engaging all fronts here, table quarters. Points been picked up for that.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
Okay, so points picked up for that as well. So, yes, engage on all fronts picked up here for 4 table quarters.
6, 9, 14.
14 points to the Orcs, 5 at this point here. So, points flowing in. Not a crazy amount of points at this stage, but still, at turn 2 for the Khorne Demons has been another turn of manoeuvre, really, at this point. So turn 3 should be the turn where it begins to kick off, or it might be on Orc turn 2 if the Orcs decide to respond now. See what happens. The Orcs may well try and make the best of their firepower at this point in the game. But we'll see what happens. We'll go on to turn 2 now for the Orcs. Okay, so movement's complete for the Orcs, just adjusting to the Khorne Demons here. Some crazy stuff going on here as well. Zog's advanced and it's not been given the orders here. Out of his own initiative, he's decided to burst into the Khorne Demon line, heading off in this direction. So he can advance and charge, but he's whizzed ahead of everybody else. Orc boys have disembarked here. Not advancing, just moving through the terrain and heading off towards this objective to take on the 20-strong unit of Bloodletters. Holding position with him. This truck, we paid 2 command points to pull out of close combat, which we have to roll a dice, don't get a 1, or the model's destroyed, which we passed that okay, and we've swung around here. This unit cannot do anything else, no charges, shooting or anything like that. The guns remain pretty much where they are, happy with them. The Weird Boys disembarked to here. Gut Ripper and the Battle Wagons move through, Gut Ripper and the Mega Knobs and the Pain Boy all still inside, refusing to disembark at this point. And then there's been some movement around the other side as well. So around this side, moving on to the objective of the 2 units of Tank Busters, and they've been joined by one of the Deathcopters as well. The idea is to try and go after him, to try and bring him down if possible. Orc Boys have disembarked. Again, the idea with them is to try and charge. Tom does have 2 command points, so an interrupt play is a possibility. A truck has moved out to here as well. So Orcs sending some units in, but they're going to try and rely on their firepower now. The problem is board control. Tom's surged ahead. He controls about 2/3 of the table here, so Orcs being held back, and so Tom able to pick up more points than the Orcs. Orcs need to counter the Khorne Demons quickly and then counterattack and push through the board. Otherwise, Orcs may end up causing more damage but lose out on points and ultimately lose the game. We'll see what happens. We'll go on to Orc Psychic phase next. We'll go for Smite here to see if this goes off. It goes off on a 7. Wire Energy, no. There's not enough units nearby. The little grots won't count.
Where is he?
He's there.
So I'll try and stop him with the Armour of Storm first.
Okay.
8.
Oh, blocked.
The number of Khorne.
Very good. No, there's 8 models in range here. It just says models, but it's still not enough to give us +1. So that has failed. So I think there's one other power we can do. We're a warp head, so there's another power available. Yeah, the only other power I can do is to try and give the vehicle here Warpath for an extra attack. Whether it's worth it for perils. Well, not peril. Okay, 10. That goes off on. 10 plus nothing.
I'll try with the dogs.
May as well try and stop it. No, right. So an extra attack being granted here to the Battle Wagon. Yeah, he was too far away from Zog to give the extra attack come through. So never done that before, but Warpath, it says an Orc unit, so we've given it to the Bonebreaker. On to shooting phase next for the Orcs. So I'm going to fight with the... there's a number of options here. I'm going to go with the ones that are pretty much predetermined. So I'm going to go for this unit of Tank Busters, the yellow one. There's a Bomb Squig in range. That's going to run into the... No. You can fly.
I can fly.
Yeah, so I can't. I can jump. I can snap and jump, but I can't.
Away with you.
So the little Bomb Squig's going to have to run around in circles here. He's not going to be able to fire at that target. It's the only one in range, so you can forget him. Just let him run around in the road there. Tom, you'll be happy enough. It's good to have to let him out for a run every now and then. So, yeah, he's a good squig. Just has an awful habit of eating grenades. We'll roll up here 8 shots with the.
Must give him really bad indigestion.
Yes. We'll not talk about the after effects of eating grenades. So we'll go for 5s here to hit the blood bloodletter of Unfettered Fury.
Insensate Rage.
Insensate Rage, right. So those have come through. 2 extra shots, which miss. 3s to wound. They all wound. -3. Tom will take invuln saves. Past 1. 6 damage coming through. I'm going to repeat with the other one. Same target. Hit with 2. Extra shot, which misses. 3s to wound. No, we'll leave it because I might want to save a command reroll. So just the one makes it through. Invuln save, no. 3 more wounds picked off. So dropping down to 7. Pretty effective hit from the Orcs' wounds coming through. I'm going to do that Death Copter. Copter rockets. Got a hit which pops an extra shot, which misses. 3s to wound. Yes, another one to make. Same caliber of weapon. That's been blocked though on a 6. The 5+ invuln save kicking in. Armour of Scorn. He has a 4+ invuln save. Okay. So the unit of Orc boys across the other side, they're going to unleash their pistols, and there is a tank buster bomb going to be thrown. So I'll throw that now. D3 shots. This is going into the Insensate Rage Bloodthirster here. So 3 shots. It's a nasty weapon carried here by boys. One of them's hit. An extra shot, which hits as well. 3s to wound. I'm going to... Oh, come on, I think. Command reroll. I'm going to command reroll this one. I think we're fortunate to hit here, so we'll try and command reroll no. So that's a command point spent. We're down to 4. Tom's going to try and block that on a 4. Ah, that would have been d6 damage if that had have got through. 2 more pistol shots into him, the ones that have to shoot at him. One's hit. Extra shot, which fails. 5s to wound. Failed. And then pistol shot, so the knob gets 2. There's 5 on top and 1 extra down below. This is going into the bloodletters. Just the 2 hits. Pops an extra shot, which hits as well. 3s to wound. They've all wounded. No minus here. 2 bloodletters brought down. Okay. Yeah, truck across the other side is going to go into the bloodletters with a big shooter. 1 hit, pops an extra shot, which misses. 3s for a wound. Yeah, 1 wound comes through. Picked one of those off. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fire this gun here, and it's going to fire across here into the Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage. D6 shots with this gun. 3. 4s will be hits. 2 hits come through. It's going to be 3s to wound. We do, yeah, they come through. So Tom's going to take 4+ invuln, so it's quite important here. Fouled 1. D6 damage. I'm going to call upon the help of Nathan Skrazuti here, one of the Patreons, to give me a good result if possible. Not bad at all. We'll take that. 4 wounds coming through, dropping down to 3. Going to fire the next gun. It's in range by a few inches. D6 shots. It's whole face. It's a 2. Lean 4s. A hit comes through. 3s to wound. No, failed. So that's those 2 guns resolved. So I'm going to fire the 2 trucks here. I'm going to put some Dakka into the big demon here. Missed. And the other one. 2 hits. Extra shot. Missed. 5s to wound. A wound comes through. Normal save. No minus here at all. And passed on a 6. Okay, so we've not quite destroyed him, but he's on 3 wounds. Good damage coming through from the Orcs, but it's a fair amount of their firepower has been used to bring it down. Yeah, there's an opportunity here with the Orc boys. I was thinking about firing some pistol shots across here, but instead we've played extra stick bombs. So checking the rules, the stick bomb weapon was given the blast profile, so there's a unit of 20 bloodletters there. It means I'm going to max out here with 10 grenades, so it's going to be 60 shots going in against them.
For 1 CP.
For 1 CP. It's 5s to hit though. 6s will pop extra shots. But Orcs are an army of bargains. There's some real bargains in amongst the Orc army. Some of their old stratagems are really good. And Gut Ripper's a bargain for about 90 odd points. Is an amazing model as well. But we'll try and get our hits here. This is half of the dice. So we're not going to get loads and loads of hits, but we'll get some. So there's 6, 8. And then there's 3 more attacks, which generate nothing. And it's going to be forced to wound. This isn't going to be as effective as I thought here. There's some saves. Yeah, that's a 5. So that was a 5. So 4.
4 so far?
4 so far, yeah.
Okay, I'll keep track.
Okay, Tom's going to roll up together in just a minute. We'll go again, hoping for an improvement this time. That's terrible. That's better. That's better. And that's excellent. There's 3 6s there. There's them. There's a 5 tucked in there.
It's very aggressive.
There's 5, 6 6s. This would really help if we can get some more, which we get 2 more. That's the Daka special roll, and it's going to be forced to wound. So there's another 4.
So 8 in total.
8 in total. Nowhere near as good as... Yeah, the ballistic skill let me down there, but 8 saves to make.
Any...
No minuses going on.
7 go.
7 destroyed, okay. Okay, not bad. 7 casualties caused. We'll fire a bit of Daka through here. It is going to be -1, so 6s will be hits. Going against blood letters. That's a missed. We'll put this one into the... No, this one can't do anything because it pulled out of combat. So there's 5 power remaining. There's 2 big guns across here to fire as well. So Oraka the Fiend, we're going to target him. Going to fire the big guns here. So this mech gun here, first of all, the closest one. No, we'll do the one at the back. D6 shots. 3 shots, just averaging out here. Looking for hits, pretty good. Yeah, okay, that's actually a pretty good roll, as they've all hit here, not paying the -1. They're not qualifying for the terrain, just the way the line of sight works. Extra shot from that 6, which has failed. So looking for 3s to wound. Oh, disaster. They've all failed. Right, next gun, D6 shots. 5, that's better. If we can hit the target. 3 come through. 3s to wound. 2 come through. Double 6.
Oraka wants none of your nonsense.
God, well done, Tom. Decent dice rolling here. We thought he was a goner. But he's taken no damage at all. Going to fire the vehicle next to the bone breaker. Everything it has is going to go into the dogs. We'll go for D6 shots with the... No, we'll do the Daka first of all. So 5s and 6s. 2 extra shots been generated, which miss. 3s to wound at strength 5. 2 wounds come through. Normal saves, so 5+ inbounds. Fouled. All right. So 1 dog brought down and a wound on another. D6 shots to the kill cannon. It's blast. So 3. It's 3 anyway. So looking for 5s. Failed. Okay. We'll go Zog's Daka guns. Lean 6s, 1 hit because we advanced, and no extra hit, and then 3s to wound. Yes, a wound comes through. Again, 5+. No, all right, another dog brought down. Into Oraka the Fiend with the Deathcopter. Missed on a 3 and a 1. Yeah, and that ends the shooting phase here. So the Orcs have not brought any of the larger demons down. They've significantly damaged one of them. Oraka the Fiend escaping entirely in this one on the flank. No damage at all. So I think Tom will be generally happy enough with the result here. The Orcs have not really brought too much down at this point. Charges. The danger is Tom has refused to use any of his command points. He does have 2 available, so he can interrupt plays. If the Orcs go for multiple combats, Tom will be able to interrupt with at least one of them. But I think the Orcs must, and we'll just have to take the hit as it comes. But we'll go on to Orc charge phase next. Okay, charges have gone ahead. Tricky one for the Orcs and for both sides. Both of us got to choose where we're going to fight first or interrupt play. So Battle Wagon, Bonebreaker's gone in. Zog's not gone after this combat here. It's a nasty number of attacks with the Fiends. We've charged. He's sort of faced the wrong way, but he's sort of reversed into the Hounds here. And then Boys have charged in against the Bloodletters to try and contest that objective. Then across the Orc Boys, a bit of a disjointed charge. They've headed across in this direction. Tom could have intervened, but he doesn't want to, just in case any boys survive and it ties them down. It's gone into the Bloodletters here. Demon Prince has managed to get an intervention here as well. So multiple combats. Where to pick first of the Orcs is the question, and then does Tom interrupt play? He probably will. Where to interrupt after the Orcs have made their first attack. We're going to combat resolution here next. Okay, I think we must fight first with this one to try and clear this objective if we can. I'm not sure if we can do it. We'll see what happens. 27 attacks of regular Orc boys. There's the knobs attacks with the yellow dice. 3s to hit. So it's 2 attacks base and an extra attack for the chopper. With Goths, so 6s will pop extra hits in close combat, actually, not extra attacks. So there's a good few 6s here. This will help the Orcs. Yeah, no, 6s pop extra attacks. So we've got another 7 attacks to make. Run out of orange dice here. We'll roll these. And then, perfect, need an extra dice to roll that. That's fouled. Okay, so we've got ourselves this situation. That's all the hits that have come through. It is a lot. Roll these first. These will be 2s to wound with the big chopper. This is from the knob. They've all wounded. The LBAP -1 and 2 damage, but Tom will just take 5+ invuln saves for those. So it's irrelevant, isn't it? Doesn't matter. So we'll go for 3s to wound with these. Okay, so there's a good few of foul, but a lot have made it through. And there is a chance of causing trouble here. 5, 10, 15, plus those, 21 saves of 5+ here. It is a lot of wounds that have come through. It's the toughness 3 that has helped Orcs.
That's half your attacks as well, is it?
No, that's all of them.
That's all of them.
That's the whole lot. No, that is the whole lot. Yes, 21 saves to make here. Need 5+.
For the Emperor. Well,
I can see lots of 5s. I'll take those away. There's another one. I think it's the end of the unit gone.
Yep.
Destroyed. It is the wipeout. Okay, so that objective's been cleared and taken here by the Orc boys. Good work from them. They're an expendable unit, but they've done well here to clear that large unit of bloodletters away. Grenades first, then charging in with sluggers and choppers. Classic Orc charge taking place here. So it's good to see the Orcs plunging in tons of attacks. It's the way they're meant to work, I think, throwing their grenades and then just a berserk charge headlong into the enemy. It's the way the Orcs like to fight. So I'm sure they enjoyed themselves over there on that objective. We'll let them party for a little while. I don't know how long they're going to last in the game. There might be a blood first of Unfettered Fury. Insensate Rage, which one?
Unfettered Fury, that one.
Yeah, he might have something to do with them later on. We'll see what happens. We'll go on to an interrupt now. If Tom will interrupt or see.
So you, save-wise...
He reckons it's not worth it down here, but it might be worth interrupting the Orc boys across the other side.
There's very little I can do in the middle. So I'll just go with the...
Tom's ideal situation here would be to try and keep models alive on the objective to contest it, but... Tom, here we go. The interrupt's coming. So bloodletters will fight first this time. I think the Orcs have had a taste of fighting first here, and fair's fair. Tom's going to make his attacks with his bloodletter squad against the Orc boys. Okay. Vengeance.
So 3s.
Yeah, the unit was cut down a little bit. Some firepower came through against them, reduced the number of models down. Tom's nearly hit with all of them.
So these are...
The double-handed blades they carry, about the size of, taller than an Orc.
Strength 5, so 3s.
Yeah.
And every 3 is a dead one.
Yes. No. Touche. You've
2, 4,
6,
8, 10, 12.
Yeah, that's enough. It chops through all the wounds. That's the Orc boys wiped out here, blow for blow, here from these two very combat-orientated factions. Okay, so well done. Wiping out that Orc boy unit. Bloodletters making a consolidation move. We've been a bit hesitant to use our Patreon dice. They're just waiting.
Waiting for the momentous moment.
Yes, waiting for the main moments of the game. We'll go on to the Orcs are free to attack now with their charging units. So we'll go here. 6 attacks base. The death roller gives us an extra d6. 5 attacks. And then an extra attack for Warpath as well. So we're going to go for 12 attacks. Nice. And it's +3 to the hit rolls. Or +2 to the hit rolls is 2s for hits. So we'll take away those 2. And we'll add in another 3 attacks hitting on 2s. Okay. And then we're going to go for 2s to wound. All of them. Just running over the dogs.
How many?
12. They're 2 damage a time. with the Death Roller here. It's designed for running over things on a road. It's a good surface. They're gone. They've all been run over here. Not a single dog left. A little bit of adjustment with the Bone Breaker. It's moved just closer towards the objective, but mission accomplished there. It's now been cleared here. So combat's resolved. I'm just going to see if Zog can move. He's made a charge, whether he's allowed to make a consolidation here at the end of the fight phase. Yeah, he gets to consolidate. Zog's moved on to the objectives. He'll count now as contesting it, just to deny 5 points, I think, for Tom. That might be the only thing Zog gets to do in this game. He never really got... He did get stuck into a charge, never really got to do anything. Gut Ripper guiding the Bonebreaker battle wagon, ran over all of the hounds here before Zog even got to rev his kill saw. But he's made a tactical move here, the wannabe war boss in the centre of the table. That's all the combat's resolved. I think the Orcs have had a better run this turn with their combats, some units wiped out, regaining their objective and capturing this one here as well. So tactically, some good results for the Orcs as well, at the expense of one of the boys' squads that got caught out with an interrupt in close combat. We'll go on to the end of the turns. We're going to calculate points, give you an update as things stand, but it's gone okay for the Orcs here at this point. Yeah, it's got a score here. Orcs picking up points for controlling the home objective. Another 3 points picked up for that. Engaging all fronts. Combining the points total together, it's 15 points to the Orcs at this stage. 14 points to the Khorne Demons. Orcs ahead by a point. So the game's very, very close at this stage here. But I think Orcs causing more damage at this point of the game. That could change around. Tom's army is combat-based. There's a lot of units as yet haven't got themselves into the fight. Thinking about units like this one, him, Blood Crushers, Scarbrand, plenty of units available as we go on to turn 3, the middle stage of the game for the Khorne Demons. So we are on turn 3 here for the Khorne Demons, picking up 5 points for their primary objectives. Tom's making his moves at the moment, just letting him manoeuvre his models around. There is a unit of blood letters to arrive on the table as well if Tom decides to bring them in. Again, just to mention the competition, all you've got to do is like the video, hit the thumbs up, and leave a comment of any kind. It helps the video out, and in return we'll make a random draw and post this out to you wherever you are in the world. It's one of the pin badges available from KOYO Games. They do 40k collectible badges, merchandise available from them. Link for that's in the video description below. And then also the objective markers that we're using, custom striking Scorpion 82 markers. They're under the Orc boys controlling that one at the moment. Packs of 6 available. Link for the eBay store is in the comments section, and we'll throw in one of the stickers as well. And again, available to post all over the world. We'll let Tom make his moves here on turn 3. Alright, so movement's complete here for the Khorne Demons on their turn 3. Tom's not brought in the blood letters. Unit of 10 is going to hold those in reserve to bring on turn 4 or turn 5. We're just talking about the game here. Wouldn't it have been amazing for Khorne Demons on this terrain? Khorne Demons fighting against plastic Mordian Iron Guard. I'd say that would be a fantastic combination.
So Games Workshop?
Yeah, Games Workshop. Tom agrees. Been going on for years now, begging and pleading.
I would prefer Talon. I like Talon.
Oh, yes, for desert games, definitely. Yes, and Praetorians as well. Incredible. Oh, there's so many great Astra Militarum regiments. Possibly that Games Workshop could do. Who knows? But maybe one day. we'll see them on the battlefield. But just this particular setting against the Khorne Demons, Mordian Iron Guard, fighting in this terrain here would look fantastic. But it's Orks at the moment, the green skins fighting away. So Blood Crusher's moving through. Scarbrand swung around the corner as we're just sort of sweeping around next to and past Zog. No doubt he'll be charged into. The Blood first is jumping up on top. It's a unit that can fly, so it can do so. The Fiend moving through, closing in for the kill here against multiple Ork targets. And then around the other side, the Bloodthirsters move through, Bloodletters moving up and over the terrain, poised to charge.
The Bloodletters are actually just going to deploy Scramblers.
Oh, right, okay, so they're performing an action this turn, fine. Action, yeah. Okay, and then the Demon Prince jumping across the top as well. I think he's going to try and disrupt the Ork tank busters. That is movement complete. There is a unit of Bloodletters continuing to hold the home objective there at the back as well. We'll go on to your shooting phase, might be a little bit to come. Coming up next.
I'll use Luke and help me out to see, hopefully he gets me lots of shots with Scarbrand's Bellow of Endless Fury, D6.
This is Luke Schwenger. 4. Well done. We'll have to remember the patrons that give us good results here. Seems to be Luke Schwenger I remember from other games. He's been given sort of average to above average results, so we can rely on him for a decent score with that dice.
What's Zog's toughness? 7.
He's toughness 7, yes.
So 5s to wound.
God. Oh, please.
3.
3.
Yeah, and these are at -1.
5 ups. Zog.
Just 1 damage.
1 wound taken on Zog. He's 7 wounds, so dropping down to 6 wounds remaining on him.
D3 shots.
Lash of Khorne. This is using the Marcus Anthony dice.
2.
Okay, 2 shots. It's good.
Strength user, so strength 7, so 4s. 1.
Okay.
Through onto Zog, and it is -3.
Nothing I can do.
D3 damage.
3. Okay, we'll say it was a follow-on result from Marcus Anthony there. A string of dice from him. So dropping down to 3 wounds. Yeah, 3 wounds left on him. On Zog. It's not fighting fair here. Tom's shooting at Zog. It should be pure combat, but...
I thought, it was similar when Valerian was butchered in the streets by the Necrons.
Oh, Tom's having flashbacks here. Okay. So Areka the Fiend's going to fire the axe.
Yep.
It's available to shoot. Tom's model dripping blood on the blade there.
He's going to fire it onto your helicopter.
Defcopter.
Is he going to do that? How many wounds is that?
4 wounds.
4 wounds.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it to Zog.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to use Nicholas Lucas.
Okay, Tom relying on patrons for help here. 4. Okay, that's got the hit.
And then...
Raycross, if you're angry enough, only if you're angry for the cross dice.
Well, Khorne.
Okay, oh, yes, of course.
Very cross.
Okay, fair enough.
So, and this is... I need a 4. So 4.
Done it, well done.
3
Right, nothing I can do.
3 damage.
3 damage, Raycross helping out there. Zog is... Oh, Zog's dead. He might explode in a temper on a 6 for not being attacked in close combat. Yeah, I'm going to roll that. No, he's not angry at all for some reason. He did. That's the end of Zog. So never got into... We did get into combat, never got to attack, and then poised, bracing himself for close combat. But never happened. He was whipped, shot, and... Axed down. Froze his axe, right, gotcha. Okay, so the axe buries itself in Zog's head and crashes to the ground. That's the end of the wannabe war boss. He always dies early in the game in strange ways.
The theatre of it could be Oraka just, as he walked past him, just...
A back fling. Okay. Just ignoring Zog and taking him down as he... See what it is, Zog. Okay, Zog will return, but he's out of the fight here. That's the shooting done. Warboss has been taken out on the back though. Zog's gone. Charges coming up next. Okay, loads of charges taking place here for Tom. So Blood Crushers have made it in against the Ork boys. So the other side of this barricade, but Tom's going to get to fight, is within an inch of the barricade, plus the other models behind, and there's a piling move to make as well. So I think the Ork boys are in serious trouble. Tom should be able to wipe them out. Jumping down here and contacting both of these here with the Bloodthirster Then the Fiend has charged into the Death Copter and into the Battle Wagon at the same time. So yet again, demons swarming across our home objective. And then around the other side, this side looks bad enough. Across the other side, the Bloodthirster has gone in to both of the Tank Buster trucks and also the Demon Prince as well. And the trucks escaped, the empty truck across the other side. The Bloodletter's busy performing an action this turn. So, combat resolution, Orcs could interrupt play. No point across the other side. They might interrupt play down here. This is really the only place where they might try and interrupt. Or maybe the Orc boys might try and fight here first. So, Tom with a decision to make now. Which unit to choose to fight first with here for his demons. Yeah, it's tough choices here for Tom. There's too many Orc units on this objective, so I think the intention now is to try and just cause as much damage, if not destroy, the Bonebreaker.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that point. So it's just trying to kill as many things as I can and slow you down a little bit.
Here comes the Fiend with this ridiculous axe here.
Plus, I just really want to use him and him to do something because he's cool. So hitting on 2s.
Roll of cool.
We're rolling ones. Oh, of course. Okay.
Threes to wound.
7 base plus 1 for Unstoppable Ferocity, plus 2 for the axe, so strength 10. So wounded on 3s.
Big roll this one.
Sixes are amazing. Please roll your invulnerable saves on that first.
Oh boy.
And then I'll tell you what it does.
Not straight 6 damage. Yeah. No.
6 damage.
Right, Patronic help. I'm going to take. I'll take the cooked dice. Paul Cook. Failed.
6 damage taken.
Right. So I think I must. Oh no, this is not good. This is really bad. Is it worth trying to command reroll?
Got to do another one first.
I know. I could command reroll that roll first. I'll command reroll that one. And help me, Andrew Swan. Come on. Yes, blocked that one. Okay, and then I've got to use Will Wright here.
Andrew.
Well done, Andrew. That was good. Now, Will Wright. Will he give me the right score? Oh, he does. Just blocked. The Patreons have just blocked 12 damage. If they come to the rescue here. What's this here? 4 more. Right, 5 plus invuln saves here with 4. Blocked another. Straight 3, not d6. Right, 9 damage taken. Could have been a lot worse. Almost lost the Bonebreaker there, but managed to salvage the situation. Okay, so damage blocked here, or much of the damage coming through. The question is, do I interrupt play? I'm going to leave it, so I'm going to let Tom attack freely here against the Orc boys. I'd probably be able to bring down maybe one of those models. I don't think it's worth the 2 command points. Need to save them for something else here. So another Orc boys squad about to be butchered here by the Blood Crushers.
So the Hellblades?
The actual cavalry get to attack as well.
Mm-hmm.
No, boys are almost not even worth rolling up here. So this is the hits coming through from the blades. 3s, strength 5.
-3, yeah.
I'll take them off. That's incredible dice rolling. Using Imperial Fist dice as well. What corruption. Orc boys wiped out in a split second here. Cut down by the cavalry. Okay, 4 attacks. This is from the Bloodthirster attacking down. It would have been more attacks, but there's damage. Only 3 wounds left, so it's limiting the number of attacks here.
No, because of his damage bracket as well.
Okay.
Wounded on 2s. Did I roll any 6s to hit there? Extra one for that. There you go.
That's an extra hit came through. Tom rolled a 6.
So 6 counts as 2. Alright, so that's -4.
There, nothing I can do. D6.
Yeah. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, you get your ramshackle.
Yes, we'll go through the ramshackles here. So it's a 6 or a 1. It's a 1 in 6 chance. So I think it's a 6 I need. So we'll do this one first of all. Failed. This one, the 5, failed. The 3, failed. And the 6, failed. So you get all your damage. Vehicle's destroyed. And just don't roll a... It's a 2. Okay, vehicle destroyed. We will disembark with the models. There is a squig in there still, so it's going to be 9. And 1's is dead models. Yeah, squig's going to go, and one of the tank busters destroyed as well. saying you can do it. No, we're talking about the Demon Princess. What Tom's done, it's a model that performed a charge, so he's activated him to pile in. He's made a 3-inch move, and then has consolidated after. He can't attack any of these 2 units, didn't declare a charge against them, couldn't get within engagement range of them to fight. And here as well, but he's made a consolidation move which has put you in.
Yeah, even just with the piling, I can be within an inch.
Right, so you just basically tapped those 2 units out. You're trying to disrupt the Orcs as much as possible. So that flank's resolved here. The battle still rages on that flank. Not sure who's going to prevail in that fight, but Orc firepower has been seriously disrupted here at least. It's come around to this side. We've got this combat here to resolve. Just allocating a number of attacks here. Where to go is 2 trucks to take on, both at full
4
strength.
into this truck, and 3 into this one.
Okay.
So I get 6 attack space and +1 for unstoppable ferocity. So I'll go with this one first, hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
Rerolling 1s for Raka the Fiend.
This Bloodthirster is at full strength, so he's getting his maximum number of attacks here.
And it is strength 11, strange strength 3s. So that's 3 at -4.
Can't stop it.
14 damage.
14 damage. Try and roll a 6 for this one. No. And 6 is required here. No, we've gone. Do we blow up? We do not, but truck destroyed very swiftly here. The unit's been cut down very fast in this game.
And the next one will hit.
Yeah, 3s to wound. Excellent. -4. 3d6 again. Could take out 2 trucks in one go. There's a 6 and a 5 and a 4. We'll keep that 6. That's rolled over. That's fine. So try and block the 6. Try and drop the 5. Try and stop the 4. Doesn't matter. We're gone. We're gone. We're gone. And then do we blow up? Is the question. The answer is no. But 2 trucks smashed to pieces here by the Bloodthirster. Impressive stuff from him. Okay, so this is the situation here. Both the vehicles removed, disembark with these. In fact, I've put all 10 out here. I need to roll some dice to see if any are slain. So 9, 10. So 1's, yeah, 2 models dead. So we'll take these 2. 1 and 2 can go. So that's casualties coming through for them. Yeah, so marked up. Tom's pushed through 3 inches, gaining another 3 inches further up the board. But Orcs have taken a battering this turn. Multiple vehicles destroyed. Zog's gone. Unit of Orc boys deleted. And disruption to the Orc firepower as well. So I would say overall, it's been a pretty good turn here for the Khorne Demons. They've caused trouble for the Orcs for sure. Gut Ripper's at main close combat core. The Ripper himself, his Mega Knob bodyguard, still very much alive here. And no doubt will... Well, we'll see. He is brutal, but cunning at the same time. Whether he emerges next turn, we'll have to see. But the turn's finished. Bit of morale to resolve, and then we'll calculate and see what points Tom's picked up. Yeah, no, turn's not quite over yet. I haven't attacked back with any of the Orc units. We've got units here, truck and tank busters and Deathcopter to attack. So lots of close combat to take place here for the Orcs. So 6 base here, +1 for Warpath. 7 attacks. We still hit on 2s. 6 pops an extra attack, which hits. 3's to wound. This is the Fiend. Now, I'm mightily tempted to... Oh, no, save it. 5 have made it through. So...
8 damage take.
8 damage take on him. He's a wound away from being destroyed.
Into the wounds. Shouldn't even be on the...
So the Copter might be able to pick off a wound here. 2d3 attacks. 4 attacks. 3's to hit. 6 pops an extra attack, which misses. Strength 5, 5's to wound.
Yeah.
5's to wounds. There's 2. AP -1.
He's dead.
And he has gone. Oraka the Fiend has been cut down here. The spinning blades finishing off from the Deathcopter. So now we'll sit where we are. No consolidation move here, but it's an interesting result there. Orcs have cleared the Fiend away from the objective. We'll resolve the rest of the combat. There's some across here to do. Tank busters. So that's 2 attacks each for 6 of them. The 12 attacks. And the Knob. Strength 5 is not going to make a difference. He's not armed with anything different here, so we'll go for 3s for hits. So we'll take those away. 3 more attacks. No, they're not Goths, so we'll leave that. And then we're going to go for 5s to wound, strength 4. I will ask the Demon Prince to make some saves here. 6 of them. No minus at all, just fighting with their bare knuckles.
1 wound.
1 wound taken. And put the truck into the Bloodthirster. Missed. The Deathcopter, 2d3 attacks. 6 attacks. Okay, 2 6s, extra attacks. Yeah, another one comes through. 5 wounds. 2 wounds come through. AP -1. 2 wounds caused from the Deathcopter. Doing well in close combat. Okay, so 2 wounds come through against the imprints. Now the turn's finished here. A bit of a bounce back there for the Orcs in close combat. We'll see what points have been scored now for both sides here at the end of Tom's turn 3. Yeah, they're hard to get hold of, the Deathcopters. It's interesting. Imagine a unit 5 of those with 10 D3 attacks. It's not bad. They might be pretty good at plunging into mob type units or horde type units against light infantry and so on. Beautiful models, but yeah, you have to track them down. I got mine off eBay, I think. Managed to track them down. So that was the old Death Reach set from years ago for the Orcs.
And they never released them.
No, it's just reminiscing here. Yeah. We'll calculate points at the end of Tom's turn here. 3 points for table quarters. Tom is within this quarter here with those, so he's in all 4 table quarters. 3 points picked up for that. He holds the home objective, but not mine this time, so 3 points picked up for priority targets. And what was the other one you're trying to fulfill? Deploy Scramblers, not quite complete yet. So give us a score for
27.
27 to the Orcs, 15.
27 to Khorne. And still 15 that you've got a turn
with a turn in hand. Okay, so Orcs are trailing behind. They do need to catch up. This game is far from over. These two sides are battling away, and it's not clear who's going to go on to win this one for sure. We'll move on to Orc turn 3 next. Right, so turn 3 movement for the Orcs. Gut Ripper has got out of the transport here. Tom saying that Gut Ripper a bit of a wimp. He waits till the coast is clear instead of
till everything's nearly dead, and then he jumps out and claims all the glory.
Your stuff's bravery. It gets stuck in straight away, but Gut Ripper's more brutal but cunning, the Orcs would say, but Tom has other words to use for Gut Ripper's sly approach to warfare here. But he's finally emerged, one-on-one with Scarbrand. Of course, Gut Ripper hoping to fight first. He's being followed, but always leaving behind other units here. Weird Boy's advanced. Gut Stitch has moved up, and the Meganobs are pushing through in this direction. Restored a wound with Grot Riggers on a 2+. Moved up here with Napoleon on an advance, and restored 2 more wounds onto the Bone Breaker. It's up to 10 wounds now, and poised to charge. Guns scattering and manoeuvring round, just getting our line of sight. Orc Boys here. Ready to charge, maybe to throw some grenades perhaps as well. The Deathcopters jumped across here and on top. To help with engaging all fronts. We advanced and rolled 5, -2 for the barricades, with the truck just making a drive up in the other direction. Then across here, Deathcopters pulled out of close combat, jumping 14, backed off with the truck, disembarked with the boys first of all, the tank busters, and this unit pulling out of close combat and stringing in between the 2 models. If they survive, Tom will be able to pile in there with heroic intervention, but we're trying to string out towards that objective to at least contest or hold it if possible. We reckon the Orcs stand a chance of causing some damage here. We'll see if it happens. We'll go on to their psychic phase next. So, Weird Boy, I'm going to do Warpath. If we can, I'm going to try and put that onto the Meganops to give them an extra attack. So 5, and I don't think that's going to go off. There's not enough friendly models nearby. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it's not going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. It's no Warpath. It's not going to go off. We'll go on to Fists of Gork next, needing a 6 here for Gut Ripper. Going to put it on him. So it goes off on an 8 here, possibly 9. I'll count the models in just a moment. We'll see what Tom rolls up. He gets a natural deny. This comes from...
No.
It's not going to stop it.
It comes from him.
Ah, right, okay. So... Armor of Scorn, okay. Fists of Gork on the Ripper. So that gives him +2 strength and +2 attacks as well for the Ripper. So it's turning him into a mega beast.
Almost tempted to use my RCP, but I think he's just going to absolutely smash Scarbrand anyway, so I don't know whether it's worth it. And you've got everyone else there, have you?
Yeah, Tom wants to figure out. So I need to calculate if I've got an extra +1 here for models.
No.
Yeah, Tom's going to let it go. Psychic phase is finished. We're going to go on to the shooting phase for the Orks next. The Ripper's going to shoot at Scarbrand here. Missed.
He's too scared.
He's too scared. Okay, so that's that bit of shooting done. We'll go on to... Yeah, this... We'll start maybe with these guns. Or I'm thinking... No, we might go tank busters here. Yeah, I'm going to play it. If I don't play it, there's a chance you could survive. So it's a bit of overkill, but I'm going to play extra stick bombs here. But it's going to be tank buster bombs being thrown. 8d3.
There's
Tom's.
a chance he could survive.
So this is the number of shots here. So that's 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 attacks. So it's 8 and 8 in 5s. So it's those. There's not many. 2 extra shots so for Daka Daka Daka. An extra hit comes through. 3s to wound. Okay, well, 4 have made it through. You have a 4+ invuln save.
Yeah, but they're d6 damage.
Tom's passed 2. 2d6.
I'm going to use a CP one. No.
No. And it's 9 damage caused, so that's the end of the Bloodthirst is gone. So may as well go on to these Ork boys. 1 tank buster bomb, d3 shots. 2 shots. 5s and 6s. Got a hit. Got a wound. -2. So invuln save been taken. d6 damage. 2 wounds caused.
Picks up feel no pain. He's oblivious to pain, so he ignores 1.
Yep.
1 goes to.
Okay, so one wound caused, dropping down to 15. It's Ork boys then, so there's 2 shots for the knob, and then 3, 6 others. This is sluggers. And so that's those have hit, popping an extra 2 shots. One of them's hit. 5s to wound. 2 wounds, no minuses. Saves to make.
Yep.
Passed both. So we'll go for this gun into him. D6 shots. Eesh, just the one. Which misses. That's that gun's firepower done. 0 impact from that. We've got 3 guns left. I think I must fire this one. Here, going into here. D6 shots. 3 shots this time. 4s. Oh, pretty good. It's 3 hits plus 2 extras, which have both hit as well. 5 hits have come through. 3s to wound. 4 wounds come through. There's trouble here. Invuln saves required. Blocked. 1 has gone through, or 3 have gone through. 3d6. It's 9 wounds caused. 6 to block. Yes, the d6 damage here from these guns is causing trouble. Tom's just using some dice. It's block 1, so 8 wounds caused here. We'll go for, it's 2 guns done. We'll do this one into this target. 5 shots. Then 4s. That's a mortal wound taken. So dropping down to 5 wounds. 1 hit comes through, it pops an extra shot, which hits. 3s to wound. Another wound caused, invuln save here, and failed. D6 damage. Just the 1. And not passed there on a 6, so dropping down to 6 wounds left. Orks need to bring this target down here. We've got we've got the boys lined up, but they'll struggle here to bring this thing down if no more wounds are caused. Going to fire at the Demon Prince. Can see, so D6 shots. 4 shots. Just trying to help out on that flank if we can. Not seen that before.
I've never seen anything like that.
That's weird. Hang on a second.
It's a 1.
Is it? It's a 5 hit. I've never seen that. I was always hoping for the day when we would see that happen. Is there a stone underneath that? Is there a stone under that?
No, I can't see a stone.
That's crazy. Surely there's something. Just give it a moment. What does that mean?
It moves as a cock.
A cock dice. Okay, we'll re-roll it. Wow, historic moment, everybody. Not seen that before in any of our games. That is once a year happen. Once in 10 years. Who knows? Leave it in the comment section. Has that ever happened before? A perfectly even surface, a dice standing on end, a rare occurrence indeed. So something magical happens if it happens again? No. So what does that mean? That's a miss. So two hits come through. 3s to wound. A wound comes through here against the Demon Prince. And blocked on a 5. Well done. Something strange about these orange dice. There's something really weird about them.
You don't need to tell me.
The amount of times I've put them in the oven to get smashed. Right.
I'm going to hide them before the next one.
The blessed Xenos dice. Okay, next I've got custom shooter shots. This is coming from the Meganobs. I actually need 6s to hit because we advanced. So I've got 4, which generates an extra 4. Another 2 hits. Crazy stuff. 2 wins. No minus here at all, so regular saves on the Blood Crushers. A wound caused.
One wound, yeah.
Yep. We'll do stick bombs from... no, we advanced, so forget that. No grenades are going to come from Gut Stitcher. So really, the only firepower left is the Bonebreaker, Battle Wagon. Going to fire the Death Copter, just going to try and assist the Orc boys. Forgot about him. Extra shot. Ridiculous. That's lunacy. Oof, 1 wound comes through. Invuln save. No, 3 damage taken. 6 is to block, no, so it is a straight 3 that comes through. It's dropping down to 3 wounds left. That really has helped out the Orc boys as they prepare to charge. So still the Bonebreaker to fire here. The Bonebreaker is going to offload everything it has into here. So D6 shots into here. 4 shots. Then 5s.
-1.
Because of the terrain? Yes. Okay, so none. Yeah, its base is obscured from, that's fine. So it's going to be dagger shots now coming through. I very much doubt we're going to do anything here. There's a 6. God, -1 makes some difference against the Orcs. And then I'm trying to wound. We do wound. AP -0.
Safe.
3 is past yet, regular armour save. Shooting phase finished for the Orcs. Pretty good though, firepower's been okay. We'll go on to charges, multiple charges available for the Orcs coming up next. Okay, charges taking place, quite straightforward charge distances for the Orcs. So combat here. Orcs are a little bit more freedom now. Tom's on 1 command point, so the Orcs can attack freely.
No command points.
None used, none available.
Rerollable. Safe.
Right, so Orcs can fight at liberty here. So Bonebreaker's gone in, Meganobs have gone in, Gut Stitcher's gone in, and of course the Ripper on the central objective, the epic fight here against Scarbrand himself. So pick a combat here with the Orcs and see how well they do, but they've got the advantage here, they're charging in and getting to fight first. Yeah, going to start with the Ripper, just saying the amount of attacks is ridiculous here. It's 4 attacks base, he's the biggest boss, an extra attack. Scarbrand's giving him an extra attack, and the Fists of Gork adding another 2 on top of that. So it's 2s to hit because he's taking the Relic Claw here. There's no minus to the hit rolls. So we're going to go for 2s to hit. He's re-rolling his hit rolls. Okay, no 6s though for Goths, but 8 out of 8 hits coming through. It's going to be 2s to wound. Because he is strength 6 base, an extra 2 for his strength. So
That gets added on afterwards. Is he double strength for his claw?
yes,
So he's strength 12, and then the 2 on top takes him to strength 14. Yeah, so it's
it is 2s. Right, okay. 2s, and it's re-rollable. They've all gone through here. AP -3, so it's 8. And the problem is they're 4 damage each. That's the killer.
yeah, he's dead.
Scarbrand's gone. He's been hacked down.
300 points, hacked down by 95. Far too strong.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Scarbrand is like Scarbrand single-handedly decided to fight Khorne.
just giving Tom a moment to vent his spleen here against the against the Ripper.
I just
Despise him.
I need breathing techniques when I use it.
Breathing techniques.
This army is just so frustrating.
You feel some of James's pain at the receiving end of the Ripper who's brought down Bane blades and so on in the past. His legend precedes him here. The legend ever grows with the Eternal Ripper. He's been on the channel for years and he's cut his way through many a foe and made many an enemy as well. Tom's been added to the list of players that hate.
Can't stand him.
Can't stand him. Scale of 1 to 10? 10's utter hatred.
There's not even a scale, I just can't stand
It's unscalable Tom's
There is
level of hatred.
a very large tub of salt next to me right now.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Dear me. Right. We'll move.
I'll have salt on my cornflakes.
Oh, it's okay. Right. We'll go on to the next combat here. Ripper has set the trend. We'll see if the other Orcs can follow it. We'll go with the Bonebreaker next. D6 extra attacks. Just the 2. So it's going to be 8 attacks. 2's for hits though. They all hit except one, or two. There's 2 6s, so I'll throw those dice back in, which hit. Strength 9, so 2s to wound. Yep, so there's 7 at -2, and they're 2 damage a time. Bonebreaker, it's a useful vehicle for the Orks in close combat. Pretty good. 5s for saves, there's none.
So 1 died because he's already taken. Oh no, he's took 1.
It's going to take 2, yeah, 2 lots to go.
2,
3 and a bit. 3 models, so that's half the squad run over here by the Bonebreaker. It's carnage here, it's both sides causing damage, but Orks gaining the upper hand here. Meganobs have just piled in, they're going to do their attacks next. Right, so Meganobs, we'll do Carl first because he's damaged 2. So looking for 4s. There's the -1 to the hit rolls. And 2 wounds come through. In for -4. Fouled both. No. It's 2 damage a time, so another model slain and 2 roll over onto another. Okay, so now it's the 9 attacks with the power claws. It's a really good roll. I had 2 more attacks coming in. 3. Oh boy. 2s to wound.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
6.
Or what can demons do against such reckless hate?
The Orks are just on a just clearing house. It blocked 3. That's a much better roll. They're going to go, I think, 3d3 damage. First one, he's gone, and then 2d3. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, no, we'll leave it at that because Gut Stitcher can move in next. Yeah, so consolidation move, May pushing through, now contesting this objective at least. Gut Stitcher's move through, do his attacks, he gets 4. And he will need 4s of his Power Claw. That generates 2 extra attacks, which both hit. That's the Goth's ability kicking in. He's gone 2s to wound. There's another 3 Invon saves to pass here. I think Gut Stitcher's going to almost D3. So
just roll a 1, please. Or 1 or 2.
Okay. Tempted to command reroll just to clear the model away. We'll go for it. Command reroll. There he is. Units destroyed finally. So Orks. The Orks started here, disembarked, have surged through and ended up on the objective in a green torrent of close combat here, spearheaded by the Ripper himself. So impressive stuff from the Orks, pushing right the way through and across the board.
No idea how they managed to move that far in that heavy armour.
They save their energy.
My lightweight Khorne demons can barely get anywhere.
But the Orks save their energy, you see, they drink.
They're like the dwarfs. They're like, what's his name on Lord of the Rings? They're dangerous over
short distances. Very good. Very true. Right, 21 attacks here with choppers. This is trying to bring down this demon here. So just taking away the misses. There's a 6. Extra attack for Goths. 5s to wound. We might be able to do it. We'll see what we get here. Tom should survive this at least. Just 4. Oh, sorry. 4. sorry.
Oh dear. Okay.
Oh, that's it. Dice are on fire. We're back on track. Just. sorry. I'm trying to think of things to say. So we'll go for the big chopper here. There we go. Just the 1 hit comes through. And strength 7? No.
Toughness 7.
Right, so we've not brought him down. Nothing we can do about that. And now we've got combat set. So Tom can fight back. Didn't mention it, but across here, Tom was able to pile in to the tank busters. We didn't bring the Demon Prince down, so Tom's got attacks with him also.
I can't do the sweeping blows with this one, so it's just a flat 5. So I count as being on double wounds for my exalted trait. So I am hitting on 2s.
Okay. That 6 does something.
The 6 scores 2.
Okay.
And then 2s. So of course.
3.
3 dead.
3 Orc lads. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the result across there. Then across the other side is Demon Prince.
Yep. In on 2s.
This is the Demon Prince making his attacks. 6 means something? No.
6 does not mean anything with them, no.
Okay.
And then
So I want your strength now to see if you're on 2s to wound here.
I have the relic sword, so
If I remember rightly, that gives you +2 strength.
+1 strength.
Ooh.
But I get +1 strength for unstoppable ferocity.
Strength 8.
So yeah, strength 8.
2s to wound.
And it'll be 2s to kill because it's -4.
Yeah, 5 dead. Yeah, morale may be an issue for that squad of tank busters across there. Boy, this is pretty deadly stuff here from the Orks this turn. They've sort of ripped the heart out of the Khorne Demon attack. This is a league game. Tom will be interested in picking up points here, regardless of the direction the game's going. We'll end the turn here, but it's been a rampage from the Orks. It's undeniable. Orks have smashed ahead here, moving right through the centre of the board, claiming multiple objectives. We'll see what points have been picked up here by the Rippers lads. 3 points for holding home objective, 9 points for destroying characters, 2 points picked up for engaging all fronts. Plenty of secondaries being scored here by the Orks. Tom will give us an updated score. It's
27 to Khorne, 34 to Orks.
Okay, Orks have put themselves ahead, not by much here, but the damage we think has been done here by the Orks. We'll go on to turn 4. No, we've got morale to resolve here. Some Ork units may bust here. Yeah, morale's resolved, failed, so removed a model but didn't lose any others. Across the other side, I rolled a 2, so morale's passed by the tank busters. That is the turn finished here. We'll now go on to turn 4 for the forces of Khorne. Yeah, so we're on turn 4 here for the forces of Khorne. Tom, the situation here at Khorne looks like they're going to lose the game, but there's opportunity to pick up points which can help the Khorne out in the league if they go on to do better in their other 2 games to come. So Tom, you may well see him make manoeuvres here just to try and bring in as many points for the league as possible. We'll see what he's able to do here at this point. It's looking difficult here, limited resources available. All right, so movement's done. There's not much movement to do. This one's going to stay in close combat here to try and finish off the Ork boys. Same across the other side as well. Bloodletters have moved through. Possible charge with them. Then the other unit of Bloodletters over in the corner, holding on to the home objective. Tom still has a unit in reserve. It's the unit of Bloodletters. The idea of those was to bring them in at some point during the game and complete the Deploy Scramblers secondary. The problem is my deployment zone's filled up with Orc stuff and there's a struggle to put them down on the board. So Tom's going to hold them off this turn, maybe bring them in, or hope to bring them in on turn 5 to see if they can accomplish.
Although I can't bring them in if I'm tabled, can I?
I don't.
I might not be.
No, it won't be tabled. The Orcs won't be able to reach that corner across the other side. Any shooting for your...
Yeah, just my whip. I can use the whipping.
Close combat? Yeah, okay. Shooting coming up next for the Khorne Demons.
I'll just use my last...
It's Bob Along Boy. He's been waiting towards the end of the game. He's rolled a 6. Remember him for next time. It's a 6. Well done.
So let's have a look. BS 3+. 2 hits.
This is Bob Along Boy's continuing his help here. It just rolls along here as the attacks continue.
3s to wound. 1. So 1 at -3.
Slain a boy. Finished. That's it. Shooting phase is done. So we pick a combat.
Charge.
No, charges. Sorry. Yes, of course.
They're going to charge into that.
Okay.
7 + 1 for the 8.
In they go. That should be a slaughter. That'll be the tank busters in trouble. Right, so here comes the piling. Chargers get to fight first. Now, this was the unit of Bloodletters that was saved earlier on by an interrupt play. Turn 2, I think it was. So it's not a full strength squad. There's 7 of them. But swords at the ready. They should be able to make short work of the Orc tank busters here. 3s for hits. 6s mean anything with these?
6s to hit, do not.
Okay. 6s to wound is your extra.
6s to wound, yeah, but it doesn't make any difference. You're only 1 wound anyway.
Yeah.
3s.
Yeah, take them off. Let's cut down. Another unit deleted within moments here. So moving in, tapping out the vehicle once again, it's causing further disruption as the Orcs struggle to try and maintain control on the objective on that flank.
Your pick next.
Yes, so I think...
Defenders.
Yeah, I'll go here. Yes, no, we'll go here. Knob. 3s. Excellent. Missed. That's the extra attack. Forced to wound. A wound comes through. So Tom's going to make a save. Well done. That's been blocked. And then regular Orc boys. So extra 2 attacks. Okay. Need a miracle here to try and bring this thing down. A wound has been caused. Tom will make a save. Passed on a 3. No minus to that. So 0 damage done. Tom's free to make his attacks now. I can do mine across there with the vehicle. A hit comes through. That causes a wound. But passed. Well done. Yep, so 0 impact from the truck.
This
one, yeah.
This one, yeah. So get 5 attacks. Here on once.
I was just about to say take them off, but Tom's rolled quadruple 1 on his Imperial Fist dice. Now, there's already a dent on the wall from one of the last games we played, but we'll give Tom a moment here if he wants to bang his head against the wall again. Oh dear. A command reroll.
2 dead.
Oh, he's done it. Damage?
D3.
Oh.
Are you going to tell me one of them's got multiple wounds?
Yeah, the knob.
So that is... yeah.
He's going to survive with a wound left. He does survive. He's a 2-wound model. It's an Orc knob, and it's D3 damage. 1 wound's come through. So the lone Orc knob survives. He's just holding up the Demon Prince and disrupting that corner there for the Khorne Demons.
I took that relic, because it seems terrible.
Yeah. What is it? What is the relic?
It's only good against characters.
Right.
It's flat 3 damage against characters, but what I didn't realise before is his sword. I think his sword's flat 3 damage full stop. If it's the Hellforge, please. Where is it?
Oh.
Oh, it was just, yeah.
Right. Okay.
So
that's what you're saying. Should have stuck to. Yeah, it's gotcha.
The Hellforge sword is flat 3 damage. Okay.
And you took a relic that's
only. I took a relic.
Yeah. It's flat.
It's worse.
Okay. Well, give it a try. You know, you have to experiment to see what works.
It gives him +1 strength, -4 AP, and D3 damage.
The -4's better.
Reroll all failed wound rolls for this weapon when targeting a character.
That's characters, right? So it's more geared towards characters.
If wielded by a monster, which I am.
Yes.
Then the damage characteristic is 3.
You sure?
Yeah.
So do you get to be taken off? Is this a moment?
If wielded by a monster, increase the weapon's damage characteristic by 3. So yes, you are dead.
It was worth checking the rules there, wasn't it? Okay,
Reading is blah blah blah.
Okay, so you can remove the knob. Before he was alive, another swing of the sword, his head was chopped off. So you can fight across here. On to objective. Objective has now been claimed again over on that flank.
So I'm just down to the 4 attacks over there, no extras because no one was charged or heroic intervention. And I'm hitting on 2s, it doesn't go down.
2s to wound?
Yeah.
Damage of? 4 dead. Right, so only 3 of them, so they're gone. And this model's free to move off as well. Yeah, so pushing in deeper here, but only 3 wounds remaining on this model, which means he's probably not going to last too long.
Probably not.
Just 4 mech guns here. Alright, so turn is finished. Any secondaries picked up then? Engaging all fronts you've got here again.
Yeah, for
3 table quarters, 2 points. Okay. That's almost leveled the score, I reckon, but Orcs have got a turn in hand here. So
priority is
holding the priority objective as well. So let's put Tom back in the lead by a few points here. Turn's finished, no morale to resolved. The Orc units that were attacked have been wiped out. So we'll now go on to Orc turn 4 next. 38 to you. Yeah, 38 to Khorne, 34 to the Orcs. But Orcs with a turn in hand. We'll move on to turn 4 for the Orcs coming up next. Alright, moving for the Orcs here. Guns brought to bear across here. Defcopters jumped across onto the objective, contesting it at this point, backing out of close combat with the truck. And Weird Boy moving through. Copter happy to sit where it is. Meganob's camping out on this objective. Gut Ripper's moved in just outside the ruins. The trucks moved across for that table quarter. Stitchers moved onto the central objective. The battle wagons spun around here. An extra wound being restored by Napoleon. Rolled a 1 for the Grot Riggers, so no extra wound being restored by them. That's movement done for the Orcs here. The main aim here this turn, bring him down and bring down the Demon Prince if we can. So do Psychic Phase, see if Smite works here. So it does go off on an 8. Can't stop it, so D3. 2 mortal wounds caused. Going to get the 6+ feel no pain.
1 pass.
1 pass, okay, dropping down to 2 wounds left. We'll go Warpath here. That goes off. So an extra attack on the battle wagon. Psychic Phase finished. We're going to Shooting Phase next. So we'll go D6 shots. 3. Lean 4s. Crazy. Extra shot. It's a cock dice. We'll roll again. That's failed.
I'm really glad we stay off camera, you know?
Yeah, not live. We don't want to do live performances.
The rage would be radiating out of the
two. So yeah, if you want us to do live shows, we're never going to do them. Yeah. 3s, 4s plus invuln save failed. 2d6.
5 plus invuln save.
5 plus 6 damage coming through. A valiant attempt, but 4 wounds taken. Does he do anything when he dies?
No, because he's a bloodthirster and they're terrible.
Okay, so he can go. He can be removed and take his abilities with him, so he's gone. Okay, we'll go for this gun. I don't know if I can target your Demon Prince.
Of course you can.
You're shielded.
No, they're not within 3.
Let's double check.
Oh, they're within 3.
I can't shoot them. I'm going to have to fire at the...
Hooray.
We'll shoot... we'll do copter rockets into him instead. Missed that time with him. So we've got no other choice than to start firing guns into the bloodletters here. So D6 shots. 4. 4's for hits. 3 hits.
Mortal wound.
2's for wounds. The mortal wound came through. Yeah, I'll knock it down. 4. 3 wounds come through. So invuln save 0/5 plus. Okay. Now, is that enough to shield? Yes, it is. So we're going to have to continue firing against them. We haven't cleared that flank. It doesn't look like we're going to do it. D6 shots. Just the one. This is with this gun, which has missed. So that's all the firepower that's going to go in that direction. So we're not going to clear that corner, and that's the firepower done. Charges next. I think I must try and charge with the Death Copter here.
You must, because if you don't, I'll charge you.
Right. Yeah, we're at 12 for my charge. So he's swung around in that direction. The Copter. This is the number of attacks. So it's going to be 5 attacks. 3 hits. An extra 2 attacks for Goths. No, he's not Goths. He is Boom Boys. So just those hits coming through. And 2 wounds. 5 plus invuln.
Nope.
No, 2 brought down. And we'll see. We'll see if Tom can make his attacks back here against the Copter to try and destroy him. He's got 3 bloodletters left.
I don't like these dice.
Imperial Fist dice. I said goodbye to them a long time ago. Here come the attacks.
So 2 basic for the main guy, plus 1, and then 2 each for the others. Or hit.
Well, there you go.
Toughness.
I got a feeling we're toughness 5.
5. So 4.
4's to wound. Yeah, toughness 5. Nice. 4 have made it through.
4 wounds.
AP minus.
3.
I think my armor saves 4 plus. It is, yeah. Cut straight through. He's dead. Well, that's the end of him. Okay, and then bloodletters 3 to.
I'll just do their leadership and get a 1. No. 6.
Aye, not good. Yes.
Only lost 4. So that's 10. Probably going to be.
Probably going to go. We'll see what happens. One model slain, and then 2 tests of 1s and 2s. I'm not going to say anything, Tom. You just roll the dice. Oh no! What did you roll? There's a 1 and a pass. So another model slain. Okay. Okay, banners removed. 1 bloodletter left. Turn's finished. We'll see what points have been picked up here by the Orks. Right, I see why Tom's happy here, because deploy scramblers is now possible. And there's another unit of 10 to be brought in as well. So the game's not quite over yet. It's a chance to pick up some more points here. But we'll figure out points. All 4 table quarters now for the Orks. No, maybe not. Look. Tom, we've been cleared out of here. It's just going to pick up 2 points for engaging all fronts. Any further characters slain? Yes, this one here. Another 3 points picked up for characters. And we hold the home objective once again, so another 3 points picked up for that as well. So Tom will give us a score once again for the Orks. They should be ahead now here at this point. Yeah, plus with the 15 points for primaries at Orks scoreline, we'll start to surge ahead here. Yeah, scoreline is 57-38. So now the Orks starting to race ahead with points. 1 turn left. We've gone to turn 5 now. Victory beyond Tom's grasp, but the possibility of scoring more points to add to the leaderboard here. Yeah, there's a chance here for engaging on fronts. Respect to Tom, though, there's not many Khorne players out there that play pure Khorne, and they've gone into a difficult league. Here's a number of well-refined armies, and Khorne, a codex lacking here. Not as many unit choices, often Khorne players mixing them up with Chaos Space Marines and so on. But Tom insisting on playing pure Khorne here just to see how well they do. They've struggled in a number of games, so full credit to Tom for using them and sticking to pure Khorne. If you're a fellow Khorne player, then you can leave a wee note of sympathy in the comment section for Tom. I'm sure you feel his pain here. Khorne players struggling at times, lack of units as well, if you are going to go for a pure Khorne force. But Tom just lining up this. Engaging on fronts is a possibility. There's a deep striking unit to arrive on the board as well. So a few areas where Tom can try and pick up some points in this fight. So just as Tom's moving, just a reminder to leave a thumbs up and like the video. It helps the video out, and we'll choose one of the commenters at random and post out one of the badges from KOYO Games as well. So that'd be much appreciated, and a chance to be the winner in our small competition. Movement looking like it's almost complete here. Okay, so movement is complete. Tom's going to try and take out the Ripper here as a final gesture before the game ends. So he just needs to complete a charge. And then we'll see what happens. Bloodletters here, they've done their job at holding the home objective, so they're moving out. Oh no, you want to hold it for the end of your turn. You've got to watch out across there. Why? Hold the home objective for your... Maxed out priority. Ah, right, so they're free to move. Right, so fine. And then a couple of Demon Prince, Bloodletter moving through here. This is the completion of Deploy Scramblers with that single model, so well done for that as well. So points continuing to flow in, and not too far behind the Orks here.
But once again, it will show that having going second is huge, because I could have came in and smacked you off of several objectives.
Yes.
Tried to take you off of objectives to try and reduce your points.
Yes.
But it's just pointless now.
With the change of rules now,
move on to whatever you
you
want.
can move in. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's extremely powerful to be able to do that in the final turn.
Going second.
And,
yes.
I think the last 3 games we've played, I've gone first every single time.
Okay.
And
it's big.
One of the games before with Khorne, I actually lost on the last turn.
Because of that new rule?
Because of that new rule.
I see.
Yeah, okay, so we'll just jump straight into it. And
do you think Games Workshop have addressed the first turn balance a little bit with that tweak at the end?
They've done it too powerful the other way.
Okay, so going second?
I think being able to move on to things in the last turn
is big.
Is insanely strong, yeah. And you always see, no one wants turn 1 now. At all.
Is that the first ever in 40k history?
hide turn 1 and then you
move out.
Move out. Yeah, I would much prefer
going second. How interesting. How the tables have turned. So what's this now?
This is me trying to charge your boy.
The golden green boy.
Maybe if I lose all hope, the Khorne gods will pity me.
8. What do you need? A 9.
I need a 9.
Did command reroll because of the CP?
No.
God hate me. Alright, so charge has failed.
Each one's going to charge into this.
Going into the truck next. That goes. What did you roll?
Of course, I roll a 9.
You rolled a 9. Oh, dear. Right, okay. And then some auto charges across here. So we've got some combats as the game finishes up here. Right, I'll do you a deal. I'll charge you with the Ripper. No comment. Okay, we'll see. You can have a chance. I'll not kill all of them. So you'll have a chance.
Well, to be fair, I mean, it should be fair, right? Because he's like 95 points, they're like 95 points.
Oh, right.
So,
Well,
yeah, it should be pretty even.
Fair's fair.
Should be pretty even.
Doom prints.
All right. Strength 8, toughness
6.
3s. So it's 4, and they're at -4.
Right.
3 damage each.
Oh. So I'm going to try and ramshackle here on 6s. We do with 1, but it's 9 plus 1. It's dead. So, do you know what I wouldn't mind blowing up? Which we do not.
Then you would take away my scramblers, take away my engagement on fronts.
Oh!
I would take away everything. That's what I was scared of. Oh dear.
There we go. Clear.
Okay. All right. And then this one over here then.
Yeah, going against the truck. There's a chance of bringing that down. If you roll 6s to wound, it's 2 damage, if I remember rightly. Yeah. So, consolation prizes being picked up here. Or attempting at least. Here they comes. The amazing rolls to hit.
They seem to hit all right, but...
Just this. Just no good after that.
Everything else after that. Strength 5, toughness 6.
Mm-hmm.
5s.
Yeah, I can see a few. There's a few 6s there as well. Whether it's enough to bring the thing down. 9, it looks like you've scored.
Yeah, so 5 at -3.
2 6s. I'm going to roll some 6s here. No.
Oh, right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Yeah, 9 wounds caused on the truck. Yeah, brilliant. Well played. Engage no fronts. 1, 2, 3, 4 table quarters. That's the reason why Tom had moved his models and deployed them as such to pick up the maximum of that. So 3 points picked up for that. 10 points picked up for deploy scramblers as well. So a nice torrent of points being picked up here right at the very end of the game. So that will actually give Tom a final score.
61.
61. And the Orks are currently on?
57.
57. Right, so Orks are going to pick that up on
It's going to be
primaries, but respectable score for sure. We're going to go on to turn 5 as the game finishes here for the Orks.
You told me that you would go in there and you would fight me one-on-one. And now Mr.
Tom's trying.
Pants wants some,
Sorry?
some shooting to go in there first.
All right, I won't then. Okay.
It's supposed to be an even fight. 95 points on 95 points.
Right, fine. I won't shoot then. Right, so fair, fair enough. I turned the Megadobs round. They've offered to help Ripper. He's waved them aside. This is and said, "This is mine, lads." I got a bad feeling about this, but we'll charge in regardless. He's made an advance move to make sure our charge goes off. The truck is stuck in close combat. 15 points picked up for primaries here for the Orks, and there was no point moving anything here. The guns I've manoeuvred around just to make sure we get a nice lot of firepower in that direction. So we'll go on to psychic phase for the next for the Orks. So I'm going to smite with the pain boy. See if it goes off. It does. D3 mortal wounds on him. So he's going to go. He's gone. So that's the end of him. We'll move straight on to fire powers and other powers to cast. So D6 shots into the Demon Prince. 4 shots. There's a mortal wound. Picked up. 6 pops an extra shot. 2 wounds come through here on the Demon Prince. 2d6 damage, 5 wounds taken. That's probably the end of him. He disappears. Okay, so he's been blown away. Assault firepower complete across there. No shots apparently from the Ripper or anybody else to support him. The vehicle in close combat. Bit of dagger into those demons. 1 hit. Pops an extra shot, which hits as well. 3s to wound. Snake eyes, so no wounds come through. Shooting phase done. We'll go on to charges next for the Orks. Yeah, okay, going to try and make our charge. 6 inches. Okay. So, Ripper to fight first. I physically cannot bring all of those down, so it's just a case of how many of them we can destroy. Battle for Pride here taking place at the end. A chance for Tom in a fair fight to bring the Ripper down. Yeah, I think I only get 5. Yeah, I only get 5 attacks. This is not good. Unless you roll some 6s. We don't roll any, but we've got our hits. 2s to wound. Right, we've done the best that we can. All the wounds have come through. So invuln saves here. Past 3. Tom, you set a trap for the Ripper.
There's nothing, like we wouldn't have done this if there was actually anything like that, obviously.
Of course.
There's,
no, it's just a final parting gesture.
how many died? 2.
It actually doesn't have any.
3, didn't
It has no impact on the game at all.
No.
No, it would have done in 8th edition with Slay the Warlord, but not in this one here. God, Ripper dies in every game. Or is brought down in every game. Hasn't died yet.
Yeah, see, I could roll like that.
Okay.
Toughness.
5. So you're looking for 5s to wound?
So that's 3 and
3.
2 damage each.
You
4 to wound on strength 5.
yeah, no, I'm wondering if you'll kill me. I'll try and roll my 4+ invuln. Nothing at all. The shield holds.
Because unlike me, you can do wonderful saves.
So that is that's the biggest boss upgrade. He gets a 4+ invuln save for that.
See if I can at least take 1 wound off you. There's 3 more single damage.
Oh, right, is there? Right, okay. We are strength 5.
You hit me, so.
Right, 4+ invuln saves again. And I'll command reroll this one.
I caused a wound on him.
Wound. You've marked him. You put a mark of Khorne. Oh, mark of Khorne. That doesn't sound good. That's bad, isn't it? No, you don't want a mark of Khorne. He's been marked here or cut at least, and with that, the game finishes. No, the game's not over yet. To try and destroy the transport here with the bloodletters.
These aren't strength 5 now, so I need 5s.
God, incredible dice roll. Look at that.
2 damage each.
I can't stop it. So ramshackles on 6s. It's 5 damage.
Yep.
Taking
9.
Oh, well, dead. We'll see if we blow up. The last roll of the game. No, all right. Vehicle destroyed. All right, so points. The final scores come through here. Tom's kept a tally of it for us during the game. Orcs have won, but the scoreline was respectable enough. So Tom's score then, so primaries turn 2, 5 points, 5 points on 3, 5 points on turn 4, 10 points on the last turn of the game. Priority targets maxed out, 15 points. Deploy scramblers, 10 points for that. Engage in all fronts, 11 points. So the points flowed in respectable enough at 61 points in total scored by the Khorne Demons. At Orcs here, 5 points primaries, then 15, and then 15 again. So cashing in on points at the end. Then priority targets, we maxed out on that as well. Assassinate, we brought all the characters down, so 15 points for that. And engage in all fronts was okay, we got 8 points for that as well. 78 points to the Orcs, 61 points to the forces of Khorne. So Ripper, in the first game of our Season 9 Battle Reports, has led his lads to victory, and for once he remains standing on the battlefield and in the happiest place for him to be, locked in close combat here against a vicious unit of blood letters. End of game. Here we'll go on to discuss units of the game next.
They did
Yeah,
most of the engage, and they did.
it's just for their hard work.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom's going to give unit of the game to the bloodletters. Those multiple units on the board, different functions for them, joining in the assault, holding a home objective. Deploy scramblers was achieved by them, so the work rate from those units was good, picking up a lot of points for the Khorne Demons. For the Orcs, a number of honourable mentions. The mech guns at the back, their firepower was very useful for the Orcs. We managed to keep them out of close combat as well, so the firepower was continuous throughout the game. Tom pointing out the Bonebreaker, deadly in close combat, just driving around, running things over during the game, and managed to keep itself alive as well, and a delivery mechanism for the contents that are inside. But I think in this game, I am going to give it to the Ripper. He survived, he's remained standing, and he took out Scarbrand in spectacular fashion as well. So the Ripper himself becomes a unit of the game for the Orcs. So that's unit of the game for both sides. Fascinating encounter, a first-time encounter on the channel between these two forces. You never know, they may well clash again at a grudge match, perhaps in the future. If you like the look of the Orks, just to mention, there is a painting tutorial for them on YouTube. You can search for that, and it's showing you how to paint one of the Ork boys. You can follow that tutorial along to paint the Orks to the same standard that you see here in the video. There's also an in-depth painting tutorial for them over on the Plus channel as well. But that's the battle. Great game. Keep a lookout for more battle reports in our league. Check out the league tab on the Plus channel. That'll show you all the results of our league battles for Season 9 battle reports. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.